Make it make sense, make it make sense. Holding on to a fence while you straddling the fence. They make it make sense, make it make sense. Some of you were sent, some of y'all just went. Make it make sense, make it make sense. How you buy some shoes but you can't even pay the rent? Make it make sense, make it make sense. God can never bless a mess, he can only clean what's left. Better make it make. Man rejected me, but God selected me, and God accepted me, and God protected me. See, man's opinion belong inside the garbage bin, and sin should never have dominion in my heart again. They put in work, boy, cause if you don't, you not a man. Every church boy should grow into a godly man. Man of integrity, undeniably trustworthy. Kingdom identity, reliable and love mercy. Not greedy for gain of church contribution. You trying to pimp the church, that's spiritual prostitution. God don't play about his children. You can't treat his children evil. Hey, you can build the building, but we gon' build the people. Turn this up in your speaker and make the devil mad. I keep reaching for my Bible, you can keep the bag. I got the signal from heaven that never lags. Hey, he's all I really need and all that I really have. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Jesus turned water to wine, that's your reason to get bent. Make it make sense, make it make sense. How you twist the word of God and try to say that's what he meant? Nah, make it make sense, make it make sense. How long you been a Christian? Why your armor got no dent? Make it make sense, make it make sense. God can never bless a mess, he can only clean what's left. Better make it make sense. Hey, hop out in an 87 Cutlass. How you cast out devils, yet you gutless in the public. Hey, you stay where it's safe though. Take me to the ruckus. A faith that can't be tested is a faith that can't be trusted. Hey, yeah, you went to Bible school, but bet they didn't teach you this. Only Holy Spirit can show you what heaven's secret is. Hey, it's a special consecration, a private preparation, meditation, concentration. And it's a kingdom presentation, a kingdom demonstration with heavenly elevation. Hey, put yourself last and put your neighbor first. Hey, that's the way it works. Don't forget the prayer works. Another day at work, time to put your faith to work. And look around the church. Some of y'all came late to work. Most of us was thinking it, but I'm the one to say it first. Hey, it's okay to cry, sis. It's okay to hurt. Hey, I remember swimming rivers in my teardrops. Like fear not, gotta make your tears stop. Hey, I remember every day I used to pill pop. I got so drunk I used to pass out on the hilltop. Hey, but it's different now. I no longer chase the blunt, and I'd be dumb if I let Satan play me like a chump. Hey, blessed be the name of the Lord. I said from this time forth to forevermore. Hey, make it make sense. Tell him make it make sense. Holding on to a fence while you straddling the fence. Hey, make it make sense. Tell him make it make sense. Some of y'all was sent, some of y'all just went. Hey, make it make sense. Make it make sense. How you buy some shoes but you can't even pay the rent? Man, make it make sense. Tell him make it make sense. God can never bless a mess, he can only clean what's left. Better make it make sense, and make it make sense. Jesus turned water to wine, that's your reason to get bent. Nah, make it make sense, hey, make it make sense. How you twist the word of God and try to say that's what he meant? Man, make it make sense, hey, make it make sense. How long you been a Christian, yet your armor got no dent? Make it make sense, and make it make sense. God can never bless a mess, he can only clean what's left. Better make it make sense, yo. Better make it make sense. Better make it make sense. Better make it make sense. God can never bless a mess, he can only clean what's left. Better make it sense.
Spent so much time getting this money, never realized them the faces of slave owners. Niggas a snake on you, he got shot in the face over slave owners. White people smile in my face, they the children of slave owners. They all fake, I hate them all, stole our history straight from us. Buying designer clothes from families traced back to slave owners. The Jewish man a bitch, they bought the land so we can't own it. They ain't get bought to slavery on no ships, like we ain't noticed. Deuteronomy 28, explain us leaving Cape Coast. Straight boats, they stole our name name and our history straight from us. King James was black and Christ was too. Man, they straight bogus, but playing with the chosen's roulette while it's loaded. I pray your days closer, like bang, blow your brains open. The goal is keep us slaves with the paper. Putting drugs in the streets to keep us chasing. Yeah, keep the men out the house while their children stay going. Make it war with each other so division stay focused. Control the media to make them hate us. If we teach them hate theyself, they'll never make it. Yeah, discriminate them at the job and lock them up for selling drugs. If we keep on teaching hate, they will never learn to love.
They put demons all in our face, rose up idols all in our state, destroyed our mind with all of they talent, all and they piling on what they hate. Now we dying so they've raised to teach us lies with all that they say. That goes from schools to the media, designed to change the way you think and the way you pray, the words you speak and the money you pay for the things you get and the people don't know. So we marry their kids and we change our codes and the things don't grow when the kids get rich. Lose that money and the wife and kids and they start back over. This is a trap for a show. Then they sell you music by the trap life. Seem like living in the trap life though. We don't get paid from the money they grow. We get pennies on the dollar, my bro. We get pennies on the dollar, my bro. Sometimes I really wanna holler at my bro. Tell them that we've been played on the low. We still slaves and they still own. We still slaves and they still own us.
The goal is keep us slaves with the paper.
Us.
Putting drugs in the streets to keep us chasing. Yeah, keep the men out the house while their children stay going. Make it war with each other so division stay focused. Control the media to make them hate us. If we teach them hate theyself, they'll never make it. Yeah, discriminate them at the job and lock them up for selling drugs. If we keep on teaching hate, they will never learn to love.
Say hood.
All right. Hey, shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad that's out here enduring. Hey, welcome to Walla Wednesday. Yahabashai Barakatham to you all, man. Shalom. I'm gonna let the brothers introduce themselves.
So Shemaiah, shalom.
Captain Yakum Yah, Sama.
Khan.
Oh,
All right, and we are the Anointed House of Saints. Again, it's Walla Wednesday, man. So let's get into it. We got a lot of news. Hey, Salakia for starting late. My apologies, man. Hey, dealing with Esau and Esau's foolishness. But Salakia for the late start. Before we go ahead and jump into tonight's class, I know y'all seen the thumbnail. Hey, we talking about Babylon, man. Hey, we've been talking about Babylon. It's always Babylon. We here in Babylon, so we gonna be dealing with what's going on in Babylon, right? But before we get into that, we go do some real quick shout outs again for the brothers doing mighty work, man. Got a lot of good products for you, Israel. And if you got a business, hey, holla at us, let us know.
All right, so I just got something in the mail from my brother Shaquat out there in San Francisco, man. Smooth like butter, man. Smooth like butter. Yo, let me let you see what it look like. All right, the whipped cream, whipped body butter is what they call it. Yo, it smells good. It really smells good. Go check it out, man. All right, I got it on right now. It feels good. My skin glowing, the whole nine, y'all. Go get you some of this smooth like butter. Show it to you again. SMUVLIKEBUTTA.com. Smoothlikebutter.com. All right, y'all go cop that, man. It's an Israelite business. We got to start supporting each other, man. Let's support Israelite businesses. All right. Hey, man, brothers and sisters, when they start businesses and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The majority of them, put back into the community, man, help us push the word. So make sure you are supporting these Israelite businesses. Brother shipped out fast. You know what I'm saying? I got it quick all the way from Cali. All right, smells good, feels good, the whole nine yards. So go ahead and get it. Smoothlikebutter.com.
Hey, y'all remember the movie New Jack City?
God,
Hey, CMB, we all we got. Hey, Israel, we all we
already,
got. Right?
already.
Hey, we all we got. So we got to support each other. You hear me? So with that being said, hey, if you ain't copped the brother's book yet, go cop that brother's book. And if you ain't got you some of that smooth like butter, get you some of that smooth like butter, man. You know, get rid of that ashiness. You hear me? All right.
Like you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a pop shout out for that smooth like butter. Boy, I got some of that stuff and put it on them toes and them feet.
Yo, Adawan
Boy,
said
that
he had them
thing.
feet that start fires on the carpet.
Yeah, I gotta get into my man. That stuff worked, boy. Got me shining like oil. I feel good.
All praise to the most high. So
Oh man.
yeah, Israel, hey, support. If you got a business, let us know because we'll love to support you. And again, hey, we if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hey, subscribe to the channel. If you got friends, family members that need to get this word, hey, tell them to subscribe. In fact, shoot them some links sometimes. Just shoot them a link, like, hey, check this out, you know. And most high willing, they're here something, man, that maybe might bring them into the truth if they not already in the truth. But we got classes Monday night. Hey, we had a fire class on Monday night. I hope y'all
God,
took notes, man. I hope y'all go out and cop those books. Those some good reads, man. A lot of good information in that. We was just dealing with a brother the other day on Clubhouse. Brother was talking about, he's one of those Negro onlys. And we're like, brother, what about the people that was over here? Oh well, ain't nobody came over here. That was just Edomites that came over. What's that passageway up the Barren Strait? Like, oh, it was just the Edomites that came across on the Barren Strait. So it's a lot of our people that's miseducated, uninformed, you know, who just don't know. So definitely grab that book, man. Hit them with some receipts, and so we can get rid of this Google scholarship. Not saying that there's too much wrong with Google, because sometimes you can get some good information off Google, but we got to be better scholars than that. So Monday night, Milk Mondays, Wild Out Wednesdays, Thursday Night Live, Friday, Friday Night Power. I think that's what
Right,
it's
right.
called.
Power
And then we
hour.
got Sabbath morning brew to kickstart Shabbat, even Friday night power, hey, to kick start that Shabbat. So with that being said, hey, we already late, so let's do some shout outs here real quick and let's get into it.
Sister Joan Gilchrist, Shalom.
So,
Zanaya, Shalom. Laura Harris,
shalom.
Shalom. Belen, Shalom. Boaz,
Shalom.
Shalom. Nadia, Shalom. Tawabi, Shalom. Officer Kadar, Shalom. John Allen, Shalom. DTA Twan, Shalom. Sister L, Shalom. Yahweh, Shalom. Quadash, Shalom. 613, Shalom. Officer Knox, Shalom. Success Journey, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom Barak,
Slack.
Shalom, Yabashim Yashar Barakatah. Hey, that's my
Slack.
brother right there with the Malakim out here in Sacramento. Hey,
Yeah.
Shalom King. So
Slack.
yeah, so without further ado, man, we gonna get into it. Hey, brothers, got anything y'all want to say before we pop it off?
Yeah, Con. Not just corrected us. It's Friday night focus. That's the class.
Oh, Khan,
Friday
Khan,
night
the
focus.
water.
The water
Friday
that for that.
night focus before that Sabbath morning brew, right? So you get
Right.
your focus on, and then you get your sip on that next morning with that Sabbath morning brew.
Uh,
All right. And so with that, yo, it's Wild Out Wednesday. So let's get into it. Y'all already know what it is. We got to start out with some news on this day in history. I know y'all probably remember, y'all might not remember, but if you don't remember, I'm gonna bring it back into your memory because I ain't gonna let these devils forget. I ain't gonna let y'all forget about what these crackers done to us on this day in history in the year 2016, July 5th, right? Right after 4th of July, right? Right after the 4th of July, after they was popping off them fireworks, they let off some more fireworks on our beloved brother, man. So Shamaya, go ahead and get into that. And then I got a video. We go watch the video. Y'all probably seen it. Y'all probably remember the video. But hey, I'm never gonna forget. You know, like they say about the Holocaust, them whatchamacallits talking about never forget. Hey, I'm never gonna forget the oppression and the murders that's happened to my people over here in this country.
That's right.
All right, Con. On July 5th, 2016, two white police officers in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, responded to reports that an armed man with a red shirt was selling CDs outside of a local convenience store. The officer arrived and confronted Alton Sterling, a 37-year-old black man. They proceeded to tase him and pin him to the ground. While Mr. Sterling was down and restrained, someone exclaimed, "He's going for his gun," and the officer shot him multiple times in the chest and back. Abdullah Muhafa, the convenience store owner and eyewitness, later stated that Officer Sterling never threatened the officers or wielded the gun. Mr. Mufufula also stated that Mr. Sterling had started carrying a gun only days prior to the event because other vendors had recently been robbed. Though officials later stated that both officer body cameras had become dislodged during the incident.
How
Multiple
convenient.
body. I didn't hear you.
No, I was just saying how convenient.
Oh yeah, for sure. During the incident, multiple bystanders recorded video of the shooting using their cell phone cameras. That footage and surveillance video from the convenience store was quickly disrupted to news media outlets and uploaded on social media, allowing millions of people to watch Mr. Sterling's death at the hands of police.
All right,
The
jump
vid-
to this last paragraph, Baba Kasha,
gun.
because
Alton
we got to be
Sterling's
able to
death.
watch that video.
Alton Sterling's death and the discrepancies between police accounts and the video footage sparked protests all across the country, demanding an end to police brutality and the arrest of the officer responsible. Within days, the U.S. Justice Department announced that it would launch a civil rights investigation into Mr. Sterling's death, and in May 2017 reported that the officer would face no federal charges. In March 2018, Louisiana officials announced that no state charges would be filed either. To date, no one has ever been prosecuted for the death of Alton Sterling.
Right, so these crackers got off with killing one of our brothers, but that's nothing new. They've been getting away with the killing of our brothers and the killing of our sisters. It is so many videos out here. It's sickening. It's so many videos. I got a video. I'll probably show it. Man, it's too many. It's hard for me to determine, hey, which video I'm gonna show, which one I'm not. It's a video of a cop picking up a sister, body slamming her to the ground. The sister talking about, "Where's my husband? I'm just trying to get my husband. Call my husband. Can somebody call my husband?" Sister pleading with the dude. He got his knee on the back of her neck. Then Pastor Aiden. I don't know, man. I'm thinking
Salaki.
Pastor Aiden might be in here trolling, man. Hey, Pastor Aiden.
Salaki.
Yeah, come on.
I just noticed that too. Emily Swaven, Pastor Aiden, and who else? Somebody else I see in here. Now you see the comments that they said, right?
Right.
You see what they said?
I can't see the comments. I don't know what they're saying.
It said Alton Sterling was a sex offender, so those cops deserve a medal.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What about the sex offenders who raped black women over here in slavery?
Exactly.
What should happen to all of them?
That's why
what should happen to all the people that continue to rape my people to this day? You gonna
That's
say
right.
these cops deserve a medal for that? Man, y'all got a lot of nerve, man. But I'm glad y'all in here. I'm glad y'all in here. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. So let me go ahead and broadcast this video because we gotta never forget, man, how they treat us. And like I was saying, see, I got interrupted by these clowns. Like I was saying, it's so many videos. It's a video that I just saw today of a cop who the husband had been accused of stealing. This is an elderly gentleman now, was accused of stealing, right? And he went and body slammed his wife, who was just recording what was going on. She wasn't nowhere close to what was happening. She was nowhere close to it. She was about 10, 15 feet away. The cop goes over, grabs her, slams her to the ground. We're going to watch that video because this is a routine example of an abuse of power. You get these white boys who probably got picked on in school. Now that they got a gun and a badge, they feel like they're tough. Right. Now, because they have the authority of law, they feel like they can do whatever and say whatever and not receive any punishment for it. And we see that. You got these two cops that murder a man, kill a man because he's selling CDs and nothing happened to him. They get off. This is routine. This is the history of the United States of America, Mystery Babylon. This is the history of Mystery Babylon. All right. So I'm going to share this, and it is a vivid video, but I'm going to air it out. You know, what's that saying? Tell the truth, shame the devil. Hey, we're going to make these devils ashamed here today, man.
In Baton Rouge, new videos have just been released from the shooting death of Alton Sterling in July of 2016, showing the entire incident from multiple angles. Louisiana's Attorney General said on Tuesday the two officers involved will not face criminal charges. Mark Strassman is in Baton Rouge with a warning. Some of what you're about to see is graphic.
Newly released body camera footage shows officers responding to a 911 call, a complaint that a man matching Alton Sterling's description was threatening someone with a gun.
Put your hands on the car, I'm gonna shoot you in your head. You understand me?
The footage shows the two officers wrestle Sterling to the ground. You can hear police trying to tase him as Sterling continues to struggle.
Tase his ass.
After the struggle goes on a bit longer, one officer yells, "He's got a gun." And then gunfire. 6 shots in all. One of the officers takes the gun found in Sterling's pocket and places it in a car. Baton Rouge Police Chief Murphy Paul pleaded with the public to cooperate with police officers.
Please stop resisting.
Now you gonna say to stop resisting. You just tase a man. What happens when electricity hits your body? What happens when electricity hits your body? Is you just gonna sit there and be like, oh, okay, go ahead, put the handcuffs on me? You're going to have a muscular reaction to that voltage that is going through your body. There's a reaction that's going to happen. Now, homeboy is already a big dude. So you got these little white boys, these smaller white boys who's probably already intimidated because you got this big black man, and he's so threatening and he's stronger than us, right? So they already intimidated, and when he comes up, he already has his pistol pulled out talking about, put your hands on the car, I'm going to shoot you in the head. I'm just gonna leave that right there. But anyway, That's what happened on this day in history, July 5th. Y'all got anything y'all want to add on that?
Yeah, let me get a precept real quick.
Come.
It's the book Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Who possess or slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherd pity them not.
Right.
They can hold themselves not guilty here in this world, but in the next world, oh, they're gonna be guilty.
That's
across
right.
the board. That's all you're gonna hear is guilty, guilty, guilty,
That's
and they
right.
gonna get their punishment. So live it up. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly. And so with that, we gonna start getting into what we talking about here tonight, and that's the wickedness of Babylon. That's just one example of the wickedness that's in Babylon that we have to deal with in Babylon, that our people need to separate from, right? We need to separate from this wickedness. But now I'm finna play this next video, and I think I talked about it last class. The wickedness in these past few classes. What have we been talking about? We've been talking about the Christian church. We've been talking about these Fruit Loop pastors who's gone on to cemetery school, and they got their theology degrees, and they think that they are qualified to teach the Bible. They think that they are qualified to teach the Bible to our people. But this is, hey, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. In fact, let me somebody grab that for me. Ephesians.
Okay.
Because hey, this fight, it is a spiritual fight, man. It is a spiritual fight.
This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. It says, For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
Right? We wrestle not against. Oh, go ahead. Finish that off.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Hey, this is spiritual wickedness. We can see this on the programming. Again, I always talk about the programming. The programming is to desensitize, not you per se, it's to desensitize the generations after you. That's what the programming is intended for. And so now the devil is not hiding their cards anymore. They're showing you their hand. Their hand is plain as day. You can see it, right? It's on the Grammys. It's on the award shows. It's on every TV show. It's on the cartoons, on Cartoon Network, on the cartoon movies. Disney is come out with it. They've got openly gay Disney characters. Movies coming out with openly gay men and women in it. I don't even watch TV. I stopped watching TV. I don't have cable. I ain't had cable, and I don't know how long. All I got is streaming services. I don't want my kids watching this foolishness, and I monitor what they are able to look at on their apps. I'm looking at what they're looking at, because they are trying to get inside the minds of your kids so that they think that it's acceptable. And they right here, they openly tell you that that's what they're trying to do. Right? So I don't know if y'all could hear that, but this is a The Alphabet Parade out here in Cali, in San Francisco, are the comments turned off? What comments? No, ain't no comments turned off, King. But anyhow, so out here in Cali, in San Francisco, and I'll say this, I think San Francisco is the gay capital of the world. Now, I know Atlanta, y'all trying to get, more flamboyant out there. And I think it's more of our people that's really, out there with that foolishness in the ATL. But out here we got everyone. We got Esau, Elam, Moab, Jake, everybody. We got the whole. Hey, they call America the melting pot. We definitely. California is really a melting pot. You got everybody up out here. Anyhow, so I don't hardly see them either. I'll check the settings on a second. See what y'all talking about? All right. Nevertheless, so in the video, what they saying is we're here, we're queer, or we're coming for your children. Right? This is the chant that they're saying as they march in their parade. So again, they are telling you the agenda. They're not hiding it anymore. They're telling you what their plan is and what they want to do. Yeah, come on, Adawan.
See that comment that was made earlier by that Emily Swaven, she ain't saying nothing about this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That these people telling you they coming for the children. They coming for the children. Sex offenders, pedophiles, wicked individuals, homosexuals, the whole nine, the whole gamut. But she want to point out that fact that Sterling, his past record, she want to bring that out and say they deserve a medal. You understand? This is the hypocrisy of this place.
Exactly.
It makes me sick. But
yeah,
she ain't
get their medal.
Exactly. So what do they deserve?
Exactly.
The ones that's openly telling you that they trying to come for your children. The ones who's openly telling you or having their drag queen Bible, or not Bible, but library hours, reading hours. What do they deserve? And like I don't want to say it, it's crickets to that. Y'all don't got nothing to say to that. What about what was that the white guy that went to jail? Big thing in the news. I can't think of his name right now. His name is escaping me. Yeah, Epstein.
Yeah.
What about him? What should it? So they say he hung himself. I don't think he hung himself personally. I think they killed him so he wouldn't let the cat out the bag about everything else that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants.
Didn't he have his own island?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna play that just a little bit more. We gotta run that back. I need y'all to understand. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness. And I need y'all to understand and see, and we go put it out there that America is the daughter of Babylon. America is mystery Babylon. Right?
We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. Just like you worried, they'll change their group of friends. You won't.
Hey, this is the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir. They said, we are going to change the words. We're going to change your kids. he said that it's not gonna happen. What did he say? Not suddenly. Hold on, I gotta play that again.
They'll change their group of friends. You won't approve of where they go at night to protest. Oh, and you'll be disgusted so gross when they start finding things online that you've kept far from their sight. We'll convert your children. We're coming for them. We're coming.
And now these is all dudes, old men.
God.
Talking about we're coming from your children.
Jeez.
How does this not infuriate you? How does this not anger you? How does this not scare you? When you got old, and the majority of them is Esau, you got these old, and I'm just going to say it, white men talking about we're coming for your children. That's always been their agenda. So, like you just said, Adawan, about pedophilia.
That's right.
Yo, they've been trying to legalize this. When you hear about, and it's always just conspiracy, but you hear about the pedophilia rings. You hear about the pedophilia in, the high-ranking offices of the U.S. government. Right? You hear about all these things, but when you speak on it, you're being a conspiracy theorist. But now it's out in your face, and they're telling you it's nothing you can do about it. And they want to ban you. They want to stop you from talking about the Bible with your children. They want to stop you from going out on the streets, giving this word, saying, hey, the Most High calls this an abomination. At the same time, while they're telling you that they're coming for your kids, it's okay for them to indoctrinate your kids, my kids. It's okay for them to indoctrinate our children with their sicko beliefs, but we can't talk about our beliefs. They want to say there's no such thing as pronouns anymore. Don't call me a he. Don't call me a she.
I got a precept.
Come on, Adawan.
This is the book of Leviticus, which is in the law, right? Some of them jakes on that screen right there. You need to be listening to this. Leviticus 18 and 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
It's a what?
It is an abomination. That's a detestable thing to the Most High. And they up here singing in a choir, got all these little thumbnails of these jokers laughing, smiling and thinking they're doing something. Now check this out. Some of these same guys can play double roles, because now you can identify with what you want to identify with, whether it's male, being a female. Oh, I'm a female now. Y'all heard about that swim team, right? The girl, the big 6'4" dude, he comes in on the swim team, races the other women, but he's in the locker room. The girl said he got completely undressed with male genitalia, and she went to go complain about it.
Madness.
And they ain't do nothing.
It's madness.
It's madness. And this is what the world want us to believe is righteousness now. We're bringing out the scriptures, as you said, out of the Bible. They look at that's wrong, and they look at what they're doing is right, and they're condemning us for what they're doing. That wickedness.
Now, it's a lot. Now, I'm too busy, right? You would think that is satire, but this is not. That's the craziness about it. Like, we can look at this and be like, this can't be real. Like, this is real. Like I said, they had an entire parade of this alphabet group chanting this. We're coming for your children. And you just hit it too. Hey, pretty soon, Babylon is going to legalize pedophilia. Right now, they're trying to, in fact, it's in the DSM as a mental condition, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been changed from being a crime to being a mental condition. Go ahead, Shemaya.
No, all I was gonna say is they can adopt children too.
Right.
So, matter of fact, let me get this precept. Like the precept you just came out with out of one um about this an abomination. Uh, and it's always going to be an abomination to the Most High. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6.
Bring
For
it
I
out.
am the Lord, I change not.
Mm.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Most High don't change. It's wicked Babylon that's changing, that conforms to something every 10 to 20 years. Is something different. Because when I was growing up, this wasn't okay.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
you
that way.
know, the group of alphabets stayed in the closet. You know what I'm saying? So
Con.
the
I
Most
got
High don't
another
change.
I got another precept.
Right. And what the sister Lahama just said, that they're making that law that if you don't, in fact, I just seen a video, a clip of a woman that was talking about that. She had came out and said that her child was taken from her daughter, because she wanted to identify as a boy instead of as a girl, and she didn't want her to be able to call herself a boy. She was telling her that you're not a boy. They took her daughter from her. They are going to start taking your children away from you if you do not conform to their ideology. You cannot tell me that this place ain't Mystery Babylon.
I got a precept.
Come on, Adawan.
Con. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. This is to prove that this world is actually changing. It says, woe unto them that call evil good
Right.
and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. See, all of us is Israelites. You gotta not fall for this witchcraft, because that's what it is. It's rebellion and witchcraft that these people are portraying, and they're deceiving the masses by saying we're wrong for teaching the right things and that they're right for teaching the wicked things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is going all into all of the main sins that's worthy of death. That's worthy of death. And I'm gonna say it again, that's worthy of death according to the Bible.
Right.
So what do you think them clowns gonna do once we bring this Bible out? What's
And
the
that's
next
why,
move?
that's why they trying to that's why they trying to stop us.
That's
because
right.
we go against their ideology. They don't want us telling you can't do this. What you got, Shemai?
This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Now think about how bad Sodom and Gomorrah was. If some dudes can just walk up to your house and just say, knock on your door and be like, yo, that nigga you just came in with, hey, bring
Right.
him out where we can play with him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it's okay for somebody to do that. And then that class that Jonathan did on Jacob's Trouble, that it's gonna be worse. Like the world is gonna be worse than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just think about what's coming. Like it's gonna get bad, man.
That's right. In fact, grab me the precept Psalms 94 and 16. Because I don't want, with the precept that you just brought out, said, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. So who is going to be the ones that's going to call it out? that's not going to confirm. Hey, the Christian church is already bending the knee to this ideology.
That's right.
Whether you want to believe that or not, your pastors is saying, hey, God still loves them. Right? Let's get that. Psalms 94:16.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Hey, the Most High is asking you, hey, who is going to stand up and be like, this is not acceptable. This ain't going down.
That's right.
I'm not just gonna sit up here and allow one of these gay ass dudes to around my daughters, around my son. It's not happening. Not on my watch.
Yeah, but you wrong for that.
But I'm wrong for that. Right. And if I don't let, if my daughter, Most High forbid, I ain't even gonna say my daughter. Hey, if somebody's kid,
can't even think about that thing.
Right, I ain't even thinking about that. If somebody's kids say, somebody's son say, I want to be a girl, and they like, no, you ain't no girl, you're a boy. Hey, they gonna come take your son away from you, so he can start dressing up like a little girl, right? And hey, sis, and they keep us distracted with these folly days, because what was this yesterday? Yesterday was just what? 4th of July. And everybody's out popping fireworks. All of our people in the street popping fireworks.
Yeah.
Like your ancestors weren't still just getting out the cotton field. Just got done for the day. Feet hurting, blistered up, hands bleeding. Like your ancestors didn't just get through going through something while they popping off these fireworks. Right? Not just do they keep us distracted with the folly days, but they keep us distracted with social media, with the Instagram, with YouTube. Now, not saying that there's anything wrong with YouTube or Instagram or social media, but if you find yourself on social media 5 hours out the day, there's a problem. There's a problem, because we already I think we went through this one time before with the hours that they want you to work. They got you working 8 hours, 9 hour, 10-hour days. You sleeping for 8 hours. That's 18 hours in the day right there. Then you still got commute time. You still got time you're supposed to be spending with your children. The time that you're supposed to be teaching them, raising them. Now, the beautiful thing about social media is that we have access to a lot of information. Nevertheless, that still should not stop us from cracking open a book and reading and studying and not looking at stupid stuff. Like I said, I put a time limit on my Instagram, on my phone, that as soon as that time limit, I'm set for 5 minutes. I'm only on Instagram for 5 minutes throughout the day. I might jump on, after I bounce up, I say my prayer in the morning. I might jump on and flip on the phone, see if anything got posted of interest. I might take a minute doing that, and then I'm closing it. I'm off. I'm doing something else, right? And then periodically throughout the day, I'll open it up, see if anything, anything newsworthy came up, right? But then I'm closing it. I'm off. That 5 minute come up, all right, that's a wrap. I'm done. Right? But anyway, so getting back to this, I don't want to sidetrack too far, In the meantime, 5 people killed in my hometown. In Philly? Hey, Sister L, you in Philly? That's crazy because that's going to be something that we talk about. I've got the video already in the queue on that. If you talking about Philly. But so yeah, let's keep this thing rolling, man, because we got a lot to talk about.
For your children.
How is this even legal?
That's what I was saying.
How is this even legal? And you know what? They got little kids at this parade. There is little kids out here at this parade that's seeing this. You got grown old ass men walking butt naked. Everything just dangling.
This is pathetic.
Women butt naked.
Where is this at? This is crazy.
They have, I don't know if this is in the city, but I know the city has one. I think this might be. No, this is in Toronto, Slovakia. This one is in Toronto, but they have this in the city. Hey, it was one day I was driving out to camp, and as I'm getting off the freeway, I'm bending the corner, and it's 2 butt naked Edomites on the side of the freeway. Just posted. I swear on everything I wanted to hit them. I wanted to run my truck right into them.
Daggone it, man.
Right?
Yeah, that scripture I brought out, man. Look at this. I can't believe this. This is crazy. They walking the street butt naked. Look at that. They walking the street butt naked.
I thought that was a crime.
And now, hey, what's his mask that he got on? What's the mask that he got on? He got on a Bugs Bunny mask.
Right.
Why he got it on the Bugs Bunny mask? What the little kids like to watch? Bugs Bunny. They told you. They told you what their agenda is. The agenda is they coming for your kids. They are coming for the children.
You know, YouTube better not take our video down for this is crazy.
For real.
They took one of my other videos down. I'm pissed off about that.
Right. Y'all see the kids, right?
I got a preset.
Come on, bring it out.
And this a video on YouTube.
And this is a video on YouTube. Right. But they want to censor our stuff. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta peep what's going on. Y'all gotta understand the enemy that we are fighting. Come on, Shemai.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So we the one that's sighing and crying, but we the one who's get punished for it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the one you were saying, your video got taken down, but this crap stays up.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Hey, look what Sister Lahama said. She said, my mom used to have us go to Carnival to support my cousin, and this old man had a thong on trying to dance with me. I was like 10. Yo,
Wow. Let you see that dude in the audience on the sideline. That joker got a bigger beard than I got, and he in a dress.
Come on, you hear me? This is crazy.
This is crazy, man. And the streets are packed. Look at that parade. It's packed.
I thought that was a crime. You could be naked though.
Yeah, that's
what I thought too.
That's indecent exposure.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to be. Indecent exposure.
But they walking through the street butt naked, riding on bikes butt naked. This shows you. This shows you. And then they want to try to compare their plight to our plight.
Yeah.
I am 2BZ. He said Cesarel Bourget in that crowd. Oh my goodness.
We'll play a little bit more of this and then we're gonna roll.
Go ahead, get this joker here. Jake doing it too.
Wait, no, sorry, the music, you'll have to get one annual everybody. Ready?
To us, there is no greater duty than.
All right. So, in fact, let me get a precept. Let me get Joshua 24:15. Baba Kashar. Man.
God. Yeah, we're gonna serve the Lord.
This is book of Joshua, chapter 24, and verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve.
And you gotta choose, man. Who you gonna serve? You gotta choose. Who are you going to serve? Are you gonna be like, yo, it's okay, people can love? I just saw somebody that had on the shirt and it had the rainbow colors that said love is love. Love is love. Basically saying anybody can love whoever they want. Come on, finish that off.
Come. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Right. As for me and my house, hey, we gonna serve the Most High. As long as my children, they living under my roof, they serving the Most High. You know, they don't got no choice in the matter. You in my house, you serving the Most High. You in my house, I bet not hear you talking about you going to Carnival or you going to this parade. No, la'ah. Right. And so, hey, our people, they got to choose. They got to stop trying to be politically correct. It's not about political correctness. You got to choose. You got to pick a side, and you got to stand on that side. In fact, Shemai, you was talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's get that. Grab Genesis 13 and 13.
And I sent something to you in the chat, Adawan.
Okay.
Check that out real quick.
What'd
you say?
Genesis 13:13.
Nah, Yahweh.
Oh, okay, come.
Genesis 13 and 13.
All right. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 13 and verse 13. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly.
It said and this is what you was just talking about. The men of Sodom were wicked. Read that again.
But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly.
They were wicked before the Lord exceedingly. Exceedingly. Right? Like you said, they coming knocking on the doors. Hey, those dudes that just walked up in here, hey, let us get them.
Yeah. Let us play with them real quick.
Right? Come on, man. Hey, y'all gonna have to kill me.
For real.
Yeah.
Y'all is gonna have to literally kill me. Cause that ain't I'm gonna try to send this right now so we can bring this up. Did y'all have a another preset before we move on?
Lie.
All right,
I
Con.
had, but I gotta find it again. I lost it. I had it saved, but go ahead. I'll get it later.
All right, Con. So in fact, let's go to the book of Revelation real quick. Revelation 17.
Yeah, I got that saved right there. What verse you want me to start at? Verse what? 4?
Yeah, Con. No, in fact, start at verse. Yeah, start at 4. Start at 4.
Con, this is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead, Salaki, and upon her forehead
Right.
was the name written,
Right. So let's
Mystery.
deal with that real quick. So it said, and a woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full. She got a cup full of her abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Right. So, all right, read on, Adawan.
Con. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Right.
The
And
mother
so
of
I'm gonna say one of the problems right now, as far as with people believing and understanding the Bible, is because they don't know the players. And the Christian church is doing a piss poor job telling their parishioners who the players are.
That's right.
The Bible is not just a book of feel good stories to just give people inspiration about getting a blessing. And I want to be careful the way I phrase that, because we should get inspired by this book. The way the Christian church uses it to inspire the people is not the way that it's meant to be an inspiration. It's a history book with actual history in it. A book that tells you who the people of today are. Now, because the church is not informing the people about who these end time characters are, people are not privy to what is actually happening. And that's why the dragon, that's why the devil is upset with us, because we are actually waking up the people and teaching the people. People are starting to actually realize, okay, who their actual enemy is. So now, if you don't know who Mystery Babylon is, that's why we got so many of our people, and I know it was thousands and millions of them that was out celebrating the 4th of July yesterday. Our people are celebrating that wicked holiday Folly Day because they have no idea who Mystery Babylon is. They're unaware. Hey, that's why I said it's a mystery, though. It is a mystery. But why is it a mystery? So we go point it out and show who Mystery Babylon is. Read that again, Adawan. Baba Kashar.
Khan, this is Revelation 17 and verse 5. You want me to start at verse 5?
Khan.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
The mother of harlots and all abominations of the earth. Now, this goes further than just being a belief system, right? This is an actual physical place. Now, there is a belief system and ideology that is associated with this. But Mystery Babylon is a physical place. And so now, when you think about today, because, we talked last week before that, about us being in the last days, right? Us being in the last day. So now, in the last days, when we can see or read a verse that says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and we can look and see who's actually in control of things right now. Who's the puppeteer? Who's the puppet master? Right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And then we can look and see when it says the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So this Mystery Babylon is the mother of all of the wickedness that's going on throughout the earth right now. The one that's pushing the agenda. The one that's going to countries in Africa talking about, hey, you better allow LGBT, whatever. Who's doing it?
You mean America?
Hey, last time I checked, that's who it was.
Precept.
Come on, bring it out.
Look I got it in
classic.
Yeah, you got that thing marked up, Adawan.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got a United States flag right over that scripture.
Hey, that's how y'all Bibles are supposed to look. Hey, this is a tool. It's not supposed to just be sitting on grandma's coffee table collecting dust. Open up to Psalms 24.
And that's it. That's the only page that look turned.
Right.
They got some wrinkle to it. That's the only page that got some wrinkle to it.
Come on, get your preset.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 3. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornications with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive none of her plagues. And that's America, and we gotta get out that mindset of society, the way America sees it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or when all hell break loose, you're gonna be the one sighing and crying. You don't want to be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Right.
Talking about, you wish you would have got out of that mindset, that philosophy that America has put on our people.
Right.
I get on that.
Right. And that's right on, because we got to get. It's like, I was watching this movie. I think, in fact, y'all may have seen it. That movie 7 with that Edomite Brad Pitt, right? And you got the dude who's, he's murdering people, and they're talking to him in the back of the car. He done turned himself in, and they asking him, they question him. They're like, "Hey, why'd you do it?" And he's like, "Well, you can't just walk up to someone and tell them, nowadays." He's like, "Nowadays, you gotta hit them over the head, and do this, that, and the third. Like people just don't listen anymore. And the crazy thing is, it's like you look at all these movies that Esau puts out. Hey, they put the truth in the movies, and they hide it subtly. What they used to. They're not really trying to hide their hand anymore. But they used to hide the truth in these movies. And so it's like that's the realest thing, because now in this day and age, especially with technology and just how fast paced everything is, people's attention spans nowadays are no longer than 3 minutes. You gotta snatch and grab somebody's attention and try to keep it for 3 minutes. Hey, this is the age of ADD. Everybody got ADD, man. And so you can't, it's, and you know, I said the other day on Clubhouse, it's like, you know, our people, you know, we do the shock and awe things to grab their attention, but we got to do it, because otherwise, if we just we go reading the Bible today, we go read chapters 4 through 8. How many people is gonna come and actually pay attention to that? It might be a select few, but for the most part, ain't nobody gonna be tuning into that. But now you show them, hey, brothers out there chunking them with Esau. Hey, everybody watching. Go ahead, Shemai.
And that's why our titles be our title. That's why we title stuff with that shock and awe factor and effect to get them to watch. That's how I got in. It was the title that got me.
Right.
And I started watching the video, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why we do it the way we do it.
Right. We got to. We got to, because our people, man, like I said, it's ADD. Our people, hey, we gotta grab their attentions quick. I think that's actually probably why them Edomites came up in here. They seen that the Statue of Liberty on there.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
You know, other than that, they wouldn't have bailed up in here. But let's get second Esdras. In fact, no. Let me get Hosea 12 and 10.
You said Isaiah?
Hosea 12 and 10.
Khan, this is the book of Hosea, chapter 12 and verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similar tools by the ministry of the prophets.
Right. And so I just wanted to bring this up again to, you know, point out like the things in this Bible that the Most High speaks through similitudes. Again, so we gotta understand that if America, if these Edomites knew that America's mystery Babylon, they knew that they was gonna be giving us the cheat code, do you think they would ever gave it to us?
Oh, hell no.
They would have never gave us this book. If they knew that this book was saying that they go be wiped out. If they actually thought that was them, hey, I seen a video where Edomite was actually teaching that he was Israel also.
Yeah.
He said, oh yeah, he said the so-called blacks, they're Israel. He's all, but we're Israelites too. And he was saying that the whatchamacallits wasn't. He said the whatchamacallits, they're imposters. But the so-called black, they're the real children of Israel, and we're the real children of Israel. And the reason why he said that is because of the name of Anglo-Saxon, right? He says, y'all know what Anglo-Saxon means?
Wow.
All right, so Anglo-Saxon means sons of Isaac. When you like do the etymology of it, right? That's what Anglo-Saxon means, sons of Isaac. Right. So now you got this white man who, because he says he's an Anglo-Saxon, he thinks that he actually goes back to the tribes of Israel. But like I said, if they actually knew who they were according to the Bible, they wouldn't have passed this on to us. They wouldn't have been trying to convert us into Christians. And then our people so simple-minded, like, oh, the white man gave you that book. Brother, do you know what this book say about the white man? Let me show you.
Right.
Let me break this down of what it says about you, angelic sons.
So like,
come on.
If they would have known that we'd have got out of slavery and would have started reading, they would have never gave us this book and everything in it.
Right.
I got a copy of the Slave Bible. They had some idea of what it was saying because they took a lot of the powerhouse scriptures out.
That's
and
true.
left the ones that tell us how to worship them,
obey,
and be
obey
servant
your
to
master.
them.
Right.
And I tell you, man, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Let me get one more precept. Let me get Amos 3:7.
Oh, you pulling all my precepts. I had that saved too.
Oh, Salak.
Nah, that was good. But this your class, you know.
That's the spirit. Right.
God, this is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Right. And so that's why, hey, we're the ones that's able to go through this Bible and actually have the correct understanding about what this Bible is actually saying, and to show you who the players are. To line it up, because they'll all say, oh, we're in the last days, and they all talk about the Antichrist. They waiting on the Antichrist, right? They waiting on this one man. They waiting on one man to come and make everybody get a chip. Hey, now you guys got to get a chip in your hand or on your forehead. Hey, we're going to do that class too. We're going to do that class on. I'm just letting y'all know we got that class on deck. It's coming. We're going to talk about the Antichrist and who the Antichrist is. And that the Antichrist is already here.
That's right.
And the thing about it is, when I was in the church, I thought it was the Antichrist was going to be just one man that's having everybody do whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they teach.
And that's Hollywood though for you. Hey, you got Christianity and Hollywood. They like married together.
That's a deadly combination. Dang.
Right.
Misleading, blind, keep you blind, and tell a story that we just run and enjoy to watch, you know?
Right. Right.
And I also thought it was just one pearly gate.
Right. That's what we were taught. That's what we was taught.
Right.
But that's why I'm like, hey, yo, we gotta debunk the lies, man. We gotta we gotta tear down them strongholds. But with that, hey, yo, Sister L, I'm about to share this video. Like I said, we had this video up in the queue because really, you know, I just really want to hit on, right, like the wickedness of Babylon, man.
That's right.
How wicked and evil this place is, and how, like the verse that Shemaiah just pulled, how we got to come out from her. Right? We got to come out of her.
That's right.
Motive behind the deadly. Police continue now to investigate this morning motive behind the deadly mass shooting, first in Philadelphia on Monday night. Officials say the gunman fired seemingly at random, spanning several blocks. 5 people were killed, ranging in age from 15 to 59. 2 children were injured, both boys aged 2 and 13. They remain stable at a hospital. Police say the gunman is a 40-year-old man who was wearing body armor, armed with a semi-automatic AR-15 style rifle and a handgun. Also, he had a police scanner. In addition, he had multiple magazines of ammunition. Officers arrived on the scene, managed to take the suspect into custody. In that case, he is yet to be identified publicly and has not been formally charged. Philadelphia's mayor urged lawmakers to pass stronger gun safety legislation during a news conference yesterday.
A person walking down the city street with an AR-style rifle and shooting randomly at people while wearing a bulletproof vest with multiple magazines is a disgraceful but all too common situation in America.
All right. How often do we hear about this? Hey, what she said? She said, I legit think Philly be trying to one-up Baltimore. Psst. Yo. We gonna talk about Baltimore too. They acted a fool in Baltimore. It was 36 people that got shot.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yo,
At a block party.
It's like if y'all can't, well, I know y'all can see it, but if the rest of the world, I don't even really think they care actually. But you can just see the depravity of the nations. The further we get away from this book, the worse it gets. But it's got to play out. We already know it. It's got to play out. We just got to be aware of what's going on and understand. Hey, like Shamai just spoke about Captain Yonathan's class, about Jacob's trouble. Hey, those times is coming. You can see it's getting worse and worse and worse. And this ain't to spook you, right? Because we don't have the spirit of fear. But how do you prepare yourself mentally? Well, first you got to understand, like, yo, I know I got to go through this. I know when I fought, anybody who said they fought professionally and say that they was never nervous before a fight, they lying. I was nervous before every fight. Nervous. Sitting in the dressing room, nervous. Getting the gloves put on me, nervous. Walking to the ring, nervous. Climbing through the ropes, nervous. Hey, but you know what? The bell rang. You know what happens? Muscle memory kicks in. And then this is what I prepared for. So now it's time to do work. It's the same thing with these scriptures. You got to prepare yourself for what is going to come. If the Most High don't call you home before then, and you here and you got to go through it and you got to endure it, you got to prepare yourself for it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to last. No, that's why in Romans 15:4, what does it say? Everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So through reading the scriptures, through preparing our minds, no, hey, Jacob's trouble, I know it's coming. Hey, am I gonna be able to deal with this? Hey, if they come knocking on my door, trying to snatch me up out the crib, telling me I gotta do this, or or else I'm gonna die. What am I gonna do? Hey, I'm gonna take that death. Hey, like the sister with the 7 sons. Hey, what she tell to her youngest son? The script says she spoke to him in her language.
That's right.
Hey, she looked at her son and addressed him in the Hebrew, so that daggone Edomite couldn't understand what she was saying.
That's right.
So she turned to her son and like, hey, man up. Man up. Right?
That's exactly what she said.
Man up. Man up. The Most High, he gonna raise you up again. Man up.
You gonna get your lick back.
Right. Come on. Hey, right. Get that game. You hear me? That's man, right. So that's how we gotta be though. We already gotta have our minds trained and ready to go. Like, all right, it is what it is. Hey, I don't fear the man. I don't fear him that can just kill the body, but I fear him that can kill the soul and the body.
That's right.
Right. So let's go back to that Revelation 17:1 again, because I want to get a little bit more meat off this bone.
God, I want to point out what Knock just said. Notice they ain't describe or put pictures up or tell the history about this shooting right here. So I wonder who that is.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? God, Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
All right, so now this whore, right? Mystery Babylon, the whore. There's gonna be a judgment for Mystery Babylon. You know, I remember there was a video where Creflo Dollar came out and said, "Hey, if God judges America, he has to apologize to Jesus." This is the people that are leading you. These are your leaders. And I feel like, hey, what's up, boy? Killmonger from Black Panther. Right now, I just feel like going and who riding on Creflo, like, and turn to the people. I feel like running up into his church and like, hey, is this your king? Because his doctrine is garbage, right? But it said the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. What does it mean that she sitteth upon many waters? Right? What does that mean that she sitteth upon many waters? In the chat, if y'all got a precept, or what does it mean that this great whore sitteth upon many waters? Knox said, just read that it was Jake that did it.
Did the Jake?
Shooting. Yeah, it was Jake.
Okay. Salakia, I'll be right back.
Con. All right. What does it mean that she sitteth on many waters? All right. Let me get in fact, I'm gonna go to a couple different precepts. Let me get the book of Ezekiel first. Let me get the book of Ezekiel 31, or maybe I want Habakkuk first. No, let me get the book of Ezekiel 31 and start at verse 3.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 31 and verse 3. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon with fair branches, and with a shadowing shroud, and of an high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs.
Right, come on.
The waters made him great. The deep set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants.
It said the what set him up?
So the deep set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants, and set out her little rivers unto all the trees of the field.
Right. So when it's talking about that, in fact, let's go back that let's get that again. All right. Waters is teaching, waters is doctrines. Got a lot of doctrines. Yeah, waters is teaching, waters is doctrines. But when it's saying that also it's influence. It is doctrines. It is teachings, but it's influence. So when it says that she sitteth upon many waters, she's got a lot of influence. Right? And yes, she does have Mystery Babylon, because in fact, let's jump over to verse 8, chapter 18, and let's read verse 2 real quick again.
Revelations?
Yeah, come. Revelation 18 and 2.
There's a book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen and is become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit
And the hold of every foul spirit, read,
and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So, I mean, we can look at America and just see, right? All the, I mean, again, we can go on and on and on. We just showed the video about these Fruit Loops marching through the streets, talking about we coming for your kids, the pedophilia, the incest. I mean, it is so much foolery that happens in this nation, right? This melting pot, the land of the brave, the home of the free, where everybody can come. That's supposed to be open for everybody. You got every nation over here. You got the Chinese, you got the Arab, you got the Indian, you got the East Indian, you got the you got Russians, you got every foul spirit is over here, right? In Mystery Babylon. So in Revelation 17:1, again, it says, the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. That's talking about her influence, right? And yes, it's talking about the doctrines, the teachings, right? Read verse 2.
Verse 2.
Hold on, Salakia. I want to get one more. Get Habakkuk 2 and 5 real quick. I want to get you one more precept.
That was what?
Habakkuk 2 and 5. Habakkuk.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Right.
But gathereth.
Come on. Go ahead.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Right. So I want to break that down. Right. So it says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. America is in every nation around the earth. We got army bases everywhere. Army bases in Africa, army bases in over there, what's that, Guantanamo Bay? Bay. We got army bases everywhere. We got, let me stop saying we, Salakia. They got army bases everywhere. All right. They got embassies everywhere. So it says that he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, because America never has enough. They always want more. And is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. They can't be satisfied, man. But gathereth unto him all nations, because all nations come here to America. And you can see they had that what they call it, that when them people was marching through South America, what they call that, what do they call that thing when they was marching up here and they was like, no, y'all can't come, we got to close the borders.
They were sort of migrating up here,
right? They had that long like caravan. It's another word for caravan, I can't think of it right now. But you got all these people who want to come and escape to America, right? Because he gathereth all nations and heapeth unto him all people. They call America a melting pot. You got every nation over here in America. All right, let's go back to Revelation 17:1 real quick. And we'll get ready to shut it down. I know it's late out there.
You want me to read it from the top?
Baba Kachar.
This is Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great horde that sitteth upon many waters,
Mm-hmm.
with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornications, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Right? They've been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So, like Shemaiah, when they pulled that chapter 18, verse 3 says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornications."
Mm-hmm.
The earth, all these nations is drunk off the wine. America sets the standard. America calls themselves being able to go into all the nations and tell them how they are to govern their nations. And you guys have to be have to allow homosexuality. You got these African nations now that's trying to break away, talking about, hold on, y'all can't come over here and tell us how we go run our country.
That's right. Salaki.
Come on.
They also not only does America make others drink of her fornication, but some of our people, we assimilate so much into this culture here in this country that we go along with what America say.
That's facts.
And know it's wrong, and then want to persecute the brothers that's bringing it out to try to protect them and bring them back to the truth. It's crazy.
Right. In fact, let's get a precept for the wine. Give me Isaiah 29:9.
Said 29:9.
Yeah. Isaiah 29:9 to talk about that wine, man. This wine that's got everybody drunk.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger,
but not with what?
But not with wine.
Come on.
They stagger, but not with strong drink.
Right. So this ain't talking about wine or strong drink that these people are drunk off of. It's not talking about. So when it's saying that all these nations have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication, right? What is this? That's going into her doctrines. That's going into her teachings. That's going into America saying, hey, in fact, that's going into white Jesus. Right? That's going into, hey, Israel is the people, the whatchamacallits. That's the people. That's the wine that they drunk off of. Right. They drunk off of that. Oh, you can be saved. All you gotta do is believe in Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wine that they're drunk off of. They're drunk off that wine that says everybody can be saved. That's that wine that they're drunk off of. You know, they're drunk off that wine that says you don't have to keep no commandments.
Yeah.
That's the wine that they are drunk off of. And like you said, Adam, our people are drunk off that same wine. Our people been hitting that wine. Our people been turning it up. If y'all seen on the video that we just posted on the SF channel, where I'm sitting up there and I'm trying to talk to a sister, and the sister, man, acting just like the sister is unruly. I just say that. The sister unruly, man. And I'm trying to have a conversation with her, and the sister is saying the most stupid stuff, talking about, oh, Christ already done came back the second time. Hamashiach done already came back. Talking about, oh, we don't have to keep the law no more. The kingdom is in us. The kingdom is already here. And I'm just like, sister, I'm giving her a Bible verse, but she, our people is drunk off that wine, and they staggering, right? What the scripture said they stagger. Hey, she was out there staggering. If you could have looked at her, it looked like she was drunk. She had her homegirls trying to pull her and grab her and pull her away. Right? It looked like she was drunk. Let me get Micah 2:11. Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 11. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehoods do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink. He shall even be the prophet of this people.
Hey, and that's who they got prophesying to him. Hey, these prophets, that's off that wine and off that strong drink. That's man. Hey, when you open up this Bible, man, and you actually, like I said, you know the players and you know who is talking about, man, it's this thing. It just like, man, it make you just, hey, good night, man. Yo, y'all got some precepts. I know it's late. It's almost almost 11. You probably gonna have to get a second part to this because I want to finish talking about Babylon. Oh, and real quick, I did want to show this video too. Salakia.
Yeah, go ahead and show your video.
Yeah, I want to get up this video. And the water, Israel, for staying tuned in, staying locked on. The water. We appreciate y'all rocking with us.
God, the water.
The water, much appreciated.
All praises.
All right.
A celebration turned deadly when police say gunfire rang out during a block party in Baltimore over the weekend before July 4th. 40 people.
Yo, real quick, that looked like a war zone.
Yeah.
Were shot, 2 fatally.
This is insanity. This cannot be the society that we are expected to live in. We have to do better.
It's just the latest mass shooting in America. Police say the deceased victims were an 18-year-old female and a 20-year-old male. 14 other gunshot victims were under the age of 18. Investigators also say there was more than one shooter. No arrests have been made, but the city's mayor tells CBS News he wants to see justice for everyone who had a hand in this incident.
We are not going to stop until we find them and hold them accountable, but we're not just going to stop at them. We're going to try to find out who sold the gun, who trafficked their gun into Baltimore, and hold everybody on the chain responsible.
Anyone with information can call Baltimore's Metro Crime Stoppers tip line at 1-866-7.
All right. So, man, like I said, hey, it's gonna continue to get worse. You know, you got people thinking, hey, it's gonna get better. You got the church talking about things gonna get better. The church praying for things to get better. Why are you praying for things to get better? Don't you read your Bible? Don't you already know things ain't gonna get better? That's what the Bible say. So you praying for something that's not the will of the Father. When Yahweh Shai taught us how to pray, he said, "Thy will be done in earth." Well, the Most High done already gave us, done already told us what's going to happen. We got the prophecies about what's going to happen. We already know. Now, why don't you pray for Israel to wake up? Oh, because y'all confused and y'all think the whatchamacallits are actually the people. Y'all think that the whatchamacallits, but the Bible say that it's supposed to be peace in the land when the people get there.
That's right.
So, I mean, you got to make it make sense to me.
Make it make sense.
In fact, let me get a precept real quick. Let me get Isaiah 2. Isaiah 2 and 4.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares.
Right. This is when the people actually get put back in the land. When Israel is over there, hey, Israel ain't gonna get put back in the land until Yahweh Shai come back. So who's these whatchamacallits? Who are they? Who are they that's claiming to be Jews? Hey, see, our people aren't the Bible that our people say that they believe in. They really don't believe in the Bible.
That's right.
Right? Read on, Shemaiah.
And their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up their sword against nation.
They say
Neither
nation shall not lift up a sword against nation. That means there ain't gonna be no more wars. Why is there still wars? Why is Russia and Ukraine going through it? They've been fighting the war for over a whole goddamn year.
No, longer than that. Longer than fighting for years.
Come on.
Yeah.
But y'all want me to believe that the whatchamacallits are the people. When that go against what this Bible is telling me. See, our people don't think, man.
Like Boaz just said, so in the kingdom is full of sodomites and serial killers.
Right. Exactly. Exactly right.
That's crazy, man.
Come on. I mean, it just makes no sense. And all you got to do is if you say you believe in the Bible, why don't you really just sit down and read the Bible? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sit down and just read it and start asking yourself some questions sometime. I guarantee it's going to be a lot of people that stop believing in the Bible. It's going to be a lot of people that be like, oh, no, man. You know, I'm just, either you'll be like, well, damn, that is what it's saying. It is what it is. Or you going to become an atheist.
Salakia, I was just studying with someone today and I was telling them the exact same thing. I said, you actually don't believe in the Bible.
Right.
I say, because every time I bring a precept up to you, you read it, you see it, and you understand what it's saying, then you'll go against it. You don't, I say, you boxing with the Most High.
Right.
You don't love God, but you claim you do. I said, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
They air boxing against the Most High because they arms too short.
Hey, y'all remember Boys in the Hood, right?
Who?
Boys in the Hood. When Trey came in the house, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah.
That's what they doing. I'm sick of this shit. No, let me get one more. And then in fact, we'll go ahead and shut it down. It's 11 o'clock. I ain't gonna keep y'all, man. Hey, the water. I must be in Cali if the sun's still out. Oh, you already know, yeah, man. Yeah. This sun ain't dropping down for at least about another hour and a half. Maybe that's a little bit too long. I'm doing too much. I got about another hour. Right. God. But so yeah, with that, hey yo, Yashar Allah, hey, the water again. All praise to the Most High. So that's part one. We gotta finish going into Babylon. I really want to make it plain and really want to make it plain upon tables who Babylon is, who Mystery Babylon is, and point out the foolishness of this nation, man, the wickedness of this nation. I want to just say foolishness. I want to point out the wickedness of this nation and the wickedness of these doctrines that's in the Christian church. Right, so we're gonna point that thing out, man. But with that, hey brothers, y'all got anything?
Great lesson.
All praise to the Most High God of Israel, man. That's it.
All praises.
All praises. Let's get Daniel 7 and 18. Close this thing out.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
And with that, Yasha Allah, hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black juices, black skin, black sauce, Black Jesus, black music, black skin.